feel like it's smoking. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am.
We are in the building, everybody.
Sorry I was
The
late.
Fly Guy, your boy
Here I am.
Shimbo.
Here I am.
What's going on, Fly Guy?
Man, everything is everything. All the square biz. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm living like a champ.
That's right, brother. You are a
Finna
champ.
be
You a
somebody's
winner.
Shirt. Yeah. So, man, I'm feeling good today.
That's
Everything
good, bro. Yes, everything is
I
great.
see
Look,
you got on your
Obama hat.
your Obama
I'm bringing Obama back. They trying to bring back Jim Crow. I'm bringing back
Mm.
Barack Obama.
Hey.
Yes, yes, indeed. It's Halloween week, man. Who you going as?
I guess you going as Barack Obama.
I'm going as Barack Obama. Swag, the swag machine, brother.
You know who I want to be for Halloween?
Ooh,
I want to be Dragonfly
Simeon
Jones.
Henderson.
I want to be I want to be Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones.
You remember who Dragonfly Jones was?
Yep.
Martin, right?
Dragonfly
That's
Jones.
what I want.
You don't want to be Bruh Man from the fifth floor?
Nah, I can't be Bruh Man. My buddy looks like Bruh Man, Kevin Morrow.
from the fifth
We
floor.
played football in college together. He looks just like Bruh Man.
Do his girlfriend look like Shanae?
And you know what? I'm not playing with you. I'm not.
You ain't playing. She wasn't playing with Play and Kid either,
Hey,
was she?
She said, "How you
Forever
doing?
Shanae.
How you doing? I see you with that little hot top fade."
Oh my God. Classic
Oh, man.
laughs. What's up, Real Talk? This is Real Talk, the podcast where we feed your brain at Intellectual Radio. Y'all
Yes,
can holler at us at 708-223-8953. Holler at your favorite guys, 708-223-8953. We are here for you. Simeon, it's going on in the world today. The Angel Ball, brother. The Angel Ball kicked off for 2025. Tina Knowles, and she brought to the red carpet. She had Mary J. Blige. She had Michelle from Destiny's Child, Michelle Williams. She had, oh my God, who didn't she have? She had Gayle King was the host MC, and then the star that stole the show was none other than her granddaughter, Blue
Blue
Ivy.
Ivy, of course, right? Blue Ivy.
So, there's a lot of mixed feelings about the evolution of Blue Ivy because she's 13 years old.
Okay.
And a lot of people feel like the young lady is not growing up in a traditional childhood, that she's kind of growing up fast.
She doesn't have a
And-
traditional childhood.
Well, so that's the point. And so you just fed into a lot of the feedback. So because she's a kid.
Well,
and so
I get you. I get that. And the reason I said that is not to go with the popular what's being popular, what's being said, is the fact that the reality is her father is Jay-Z and her mother is Beyonce.
Exactly.
The leader of the Beehive.
Right. But
So
in the world, the world, she's still there. What people are seeing is a 13-year-old kid. So when she was on the red carpet for the movie premiere, she had on this elegant dress. She had on makeup, and she looked a lot older than the average 13-year-old.
Of course.
And so at the Angel Ball the other night, she had on I believe, a pink. So here's the deal. The theme of the night, Blue Ivy slipped on a pretty satin baby pink gown and strings of diamonds. Now, how many 13-year-olds are wearing a string of diamonds?
I mean, 13
the dress had
a billionaire.
Well, okay, well, you feeding right into the necessity of this. The dress had thick shoulder straps and a fitted corset.
Okay.
She wore matching light pink feather boas that draped over her arms and diamond stud earrings and a layered diamond necklace. She had on silver eyeshadow. She had, her lips were lined with brown lipstick, and she had on some velvet pink kitten heels. The 13-year-old attended the charity gala. Now, the gala, which the Blue Angel Ball, it's a gala that Tina Knowles has been responsible for a number of years now. But it's the purpose of the ball is a fundraiser to raise money for blood cancer.
Right.
That's what it's for. And so Blue Ivy attended with her grandmother Tina. She was honored. Tina was honored at the event for her extraordinary impact and the mission that she continues as she funds cancer research. So it was a great cause.
Right.
It was nice for her to be there. It was a whole great experience, and I get it. To your point, yes, she is the daughter. She's the oldest daughter of Jay-Z and Beyonce, but
Right.
to the world, she's a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
And there are a number of things that this young lady has shown up in her presence is much more than a 13-year-old girl.
Of
So
course.
I guess the conversation becomes, when is a kid able to just be a kid? Now, if she was 18, 19, that might be a little different.
Okay.
But she's 13, was she seventh, eighth grade? She's showing up on red carpet events in such a manner. So, what is being taught to her about childhood? If not to say that they're not, because I'm first and foremost, let me put my disclaimer. I'm all in love with Beyonce. And by default, the more success you have, the more your children are going to emulate that, and they're going to look like that versus the 13-year-old kid that might be growing up next door to you
Right.
or may have grown up with you. That's not this experience.
Well, she's a superstar, right?
She is, but I
She's
still think
she's a
kids should be
celebrity. No,
kids.
I'm with
That's
you.
what that was
I'm
part
with
of
you.
the Jackson family's
I'm with you.
problem.
I'm with
They
you.
weren't kids, so this man grew up and had a zoo in his backyard and a
I'm
panda.
I'm with you. I think kids should be kids, and I totally agree with you. But the only thing that I'm saying is, when you look at what's going on, who the parents are, what they do. I mean, Beyonce is selling out arenas across the world, and guess who's out there dancing and performing with her?
Right, exactly. And
Blue
that's
Ivy.
the conversation that people are
So
having.
she's not a regular 13-year-old. She
So should
is
she be pushed on stage or should she be playing with dolls
no,
somewhere?
but do you know if she wants to be on stage?
Does she have a choice in the matter at
I
13?
I
Does
mean,
her want supersede?
but I'm saying, if you're a kid, if you're a kid and your parent is an athlete or a musician or a singer or a preacher, and they're watching you and they say, I want to be just like you, daddy, I want to do that, and they start emulating you and doing what you do you stop them from doing? No, you can't do this, be a kid? Or do you teach them, and you teach them how to do it, and also still teach them how to still be a kid?
I think you do both. I think you
Exactly.
teach them how to do it, but you allow
Exactly.
them to be a child. I don't think you necessarily force or push them out there. And even though the desire might be there,
Mhm.
there's a lot of cutthroat and heart-wrenching experiences that come with that.
I don't.
The entertainment industry is
Oh,
not as easygoing as it appears.
well,
We
we
see the finished
well
product.
we know that
That's the point I'm making.
it
So when
doesn't
you
appear
push your
easy going to me at all.
right, so when you push your
Yeah.
kid out there like that, God forbid,
Well, hopefully,
something happens, you and I hope and pray it doesn't.
hopefully,
But
hopefully they're protecting her.
well,
They're
naturally.
protecting her, and they're teaching her, and they're showing her. And if this is what she really wants to do, they're showing her the right way to do it. And
But when she grows up, let her do it.
but what if she wants to do it now?
So you asked my opinion.
Let me
But
say,
that's the point is,
that's the thing. That's
she as a child, she don't get to say whether she want to do it now. That's
But
part of
that's
the
the difference
issue with
between
parents
black
and
people
kids.
and other people. When we have family functions and things like that, our kids might sing, "Oh, look at little Ray Ray, look at little Dookie, go on, Shaquita, sing that song, do that dance." But when their kids show interest in playing the piano, they put them in Juilliard, or they give them, what I'm saying. So give the kids a chance to grow and
You can be in
love.
Juilliard. You can go to Debbie Allen's School of Dance at
Mhm.
13.
Yeah.
But you're in performances with other 13-year-olds.
But
You're not on stage with your mama in a leotard rump shaking.
her mama is traveling the world. She don't have time to take her to Debbie Allen's Juilliard.
That's
She
not.
ain't even in the country.
She don't. At 13 years old,
Maybe
her mama can afford a nanny.
but maybe her mama
Can afford
maybe
a
her
nanny.
mama wants to keep her baby with
Her mama wants her on stage.
There it is.
That's the part that you're not saying.
That's it.
But this
I
kid
just said
needs
it.
to be a kid.
I just said
I think that we get so ahead of the game and we don't want to wait our season. we don't want to allow our kids to grow up. We don't
No,
want to allow our
no.
kids to grow up.
I
This
get
a
it.
13-year-old kid.
I'm
And
with
she out
you.
here looking like she 18, 19.
I'm with you. I do not
I just think
disagree.
I think that
I don't disagree with
kids should
anything
be
you say.
kids. And I think that in her due season,
Mhm.
yes, you can integrate her in it however you want to do it.
Galatians
But
6 and 9.
she ain't. This child got to go through 4 years of high school. She needs
She's
to
not
go to
going high-
college.
She's not going to high school.
That's all of that is a problem.
That's what I'm saying. but
All
she's
of
not
that
going to
is a
high school.
problem. All of
She's
that
not-
is a
She needs
problem.
experience.
She needs to be
experience.
educated
Yes,
first.
Yes. She
She
needs
needs
the
to be
experience of going to college,
educated first.
but she's gonna be homeschooled. She's gonna get her education. You know,
And
she
that's
ain't gonna-
okay.
You know, she's not going to regular high school.
No,
She's
that
just
right.
not.
And that's okay. That's
But
okay.
she-
Homeschool is nothing
she-
wrong with. In fact, everybody might be homeschooling in this country.
You ain't
No,
lying.
so
Hey, but I understand what you're saying. She should be afforded the opportunity to do what kids her age do, have the fun that they have and things like that. She should. But the reality of it is she is Beyonce and Jay-Z.
right, and it's already by default. It's a lot of
She
restrictions
is
on her.
automatically out. Like I think the first time she went on stage, it was because Beyonce brought her out. You know,
Right,
and
like
did-
Whitney Houston
and
did that with her
yeah,
daughter. And
yeah.
once again, it's not uncommon
Mhm.
when your parents are success stars
Yes.
and your parents are going to showcase you. But the one thing I can say and respect about Jennifer Hudson, I haven't seen her son yet.
Yeah.
I have never seen her. I don't even know if the young man has been on the forefront
I've
of her
seen
talk
him.
show.
I've seen him. She's had him on the
She
show.
might have, but
She's had him on the show.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
him. So
Her kid with
and
her and Tonga, whatever. his
to
name
the
is.
extent that so he clearly hasn't been seen as often as this young lady has.
Mhm.
Rihanna's kids, I haven't seen her kids on stage with
Well,
her like that.
Well, they're not. Performing.
Now Wanda chiming in because we.
What? Exactly. They babies. They
Well, how old
they
is
like
her?
they babies.
I thought she had an older, not a teenager, but I thought she
What's up,
had like a
everybody?
6 or 7.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that's how old
They
Bobby
still
Christina
doodling in their
was.
pampers. You know she ain't gonna put them on stage.
Not at 5. I hope you ain't. You go to kindergarten, you need to be potty trained. But I think that's how old Bobby Christina was when Whitney Houston first brought her on stage. She
Oh,
was
man.
like 5 or 6. She was a real little girl.
Probably.
So it's not uncommon. But I just think that it's almost abnormal, I'll say, when you have a 13-year-old child and your every move as a parent is keeping her in the forefront.
what's the
Sometimes
key?
we shouldn't let
What's the
people even
key?
know who our kids are
What's the
because you
key?
have stalkers and you have to be
what's the key
mindful of
in what
that.
you said? You said abnormal. What is normal about Beyonce and Jay-Z's life?
A lot is normal about their life.
What?
I think a lot of things are
They're
normal about their
billionaires.
life. So
They-
that
they-
means they're
they're-
not. I don't
they're-
think they're living.
they're-
I think they're living within their means because they have the economic
Living
resources.
within their means.
They living with if
What?
they have the economic
They ain't
resources
got no
to
means.
do
They it's carte blanche for them.
what that's within their means.
And
Then
that's
Oprah
why-
lives within her
Yeah,
means.
exactly. That's why
If
kids,
it's whatever is
that's why they
possible,
kids are. That's why their kids are superstars because they're superstars.
it's
they
not.
let them be superstars.
I don't think anybody cares about her being a superstar. I think that the conversation is about the child being a 13-year-old. Let her be a 13-year-old.
Hey, well, I'll say this, Wanda. Can you agree with this? Hey, people, mind your business. Let them raise their kid the way they want to raise their kid. You raise your kid the way you want to raise your kid, and then we'll be cool.
See, spoken just like somebody from urban America. Spoken just like Ray Ray and
Well,
them
last
doing
time
the,
I looked in the mirror, I was
getting on
black.
the good foot at the
Hey,
at the family
la-
reunion.
The last time I looked in the mirror, I was a chocolate man. I am a
Th-
chocolate man.
Spoken true like urban America. Yes, sir.
Her daughter is asking for this. I don't know.
That's what I said.
I'm not a fan, so I don't really know her lifestyle or anything. But I'm a fan of the little girl. Her kids, I like watching them actually.
Yeah.
I like watching them better than her.
Okay, Wanda, I'm gonna have to have you now. You Wanda.
I did. I saw her in Paris.
What don't you like about Beyonce, Wanda?
Hey, the line's about to blow up. Who is that back there talking about the bee? Yeah, I know that's right.
That's just not me.
But I'm not against her. I can listen to the radio. I like some of her songs, and I love the way she dances. I like her.
She's a show stopping entertainer. Now she is the show
She can
stopping
get out. She can get
entertainer.
out. Dude, that question.
No, Wanda was
Yeah,
making a
yeah.
point.
Finish
She
your
asked
point,
if
Wanda.
if her daughter was asking for the stage presence. Is that what your question was?
Yeah, she said, "What if she is?"
If our daughters now, our children, you all mentioned living within your means. If my daughter says she wants to be a cheerleader, I go put her in cheerleading. If my
Right.
daughter says she wants to dance, she puts her on the stage around the world. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, is it equivalent to us giving our children what they want?
It's not equivalent only because when your 13-year-old, if she's asking, so a 13-year-old asking to be on a cheerleading team is a normal community extracurricular activity. A 13-year-old asking to be on stage with 30 adult male dancers and in an atmosphere where you're backstage and you're running and changing costumes, or and you're a kid and people are seeing this, and some people don't care. You in that fast-paced movement, nothing is monitored to the degree. That's all I'm saying. And so it becomes a point where the kid can defend herself. She can speak for herself. She can best articulate for herself. She's already vulnerable as a child. You don't have to continuously create and put her in a more vulnerable environment. That's the difference in the two.
Well, it's still a little bit different because she also has that little girl has her own bodyguard.
Exactly. And we've been talking about this
Well,
too long.
well,
We've been
no,
talking about
no,
this
no,
too
no.
long.
You don't.
Who
You
wants to
you
talk
can't
about
put a
Blue
cap.
Ivy for 30 minutes? No, why did nobody wants to talk about Blue Ivy for 30
It's
minutes?
not a
I'm sorry.
conversation
That's
about Blue
yeah,
Ivy for
it
30
is.
minutes. No, it's not. You missing the point, brother.
I got
It's
the
a
point.
conversation
I
about
got the
letting
point.
kids be
But
kids.
she led the story, and we've
That's
been talking
what
about
the
her and Beyonce.
conversation was about.
And
Letting
Blue Ivy
kids
can
be
go be
kids.
Brown Ivy for all I care. I don't care.
That's your problem.
It
This is
is.
real talk, brother.
Exactly. I'm
And
giving you
these
real
are
talk.
real things going on in the world. There are, contrary to Simeon's belief, there are a
Hey,
whole lot of people
I'm just
having
saying, I don't care what
conversations
Beyonce and
around.
Jay Z
But
doing with
it's
their
not about
kids.
you're making it about Beyonce and Jay-Z.
No,
It's not. It's about
no.
letting a kid be a kid.
I'm
Once
with you on that.
again,
My
that's what happened with the Jackson
No, I'm
family.
with you. I'm with you on that.
That's why he had
My whole
Neverland at
thing my
50.
whole thing is you're talking about kids that were not normal kids. These are multimillionaire, and in her case, her parents are billionaires. So there's nothing normal
Okay, I'm gonna
about
end
their
on
life.
this note. It's the That's the point. You're answering the you're
I agree
giving
with
the
you.
bullet point to the question. The bullet point is it's nothing normal about it.
Mhm.
But the operative word in it is kids.
Yeah.
Parents manage their kids.
I'm with
So
you,
it
Fly
don't
Guy.
matter what
I'm
size your
with you,
bank account
Fly Guy.
is.
I agree
You
with
as a
you.
parent manage your kid.
I
So
agree
at
with you.
13 years old,
I agree
you
with you.
have a responsibility as a parent to
Yeah.
just allow your kid to be a child, and when your child grows up, you can support them, and you can support them as a child star now.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is at 13, I haven't seen
But this is what comes with
I haven't
being
seen this kid in line with her entourage at Six Flags. I ain't
this
seen
is
this kid with the
this
bodyguard at the circus.
and you ain't gonna see it.
But
This is
that's the point I'm
this is
making.
but
Now we can
this is
segue. You just finished
this
it.
this is
You're
this
not
is
gonna
what
see it because
happened.
she's not being allowed to be a
Exactly.
kid.
And I'm with you. See, you have to
So
understand, I agree with you. I agree with you totally and wholeheartedly. But all I'm saying is this is the price of being in a superstar family.
okay.
That's all. I agree with you. I'm with you, but I'm just saying I'm kind of playing devil's advocate, saying that I agree with you wholeheartedly, but on the other end, this is why it's that way. This is how they roll. This is what they do.
And
That's
I understand
that's
all of
all.
that.
Yeah.
I understand
Hmm.
their income and who they are
Oh
and the
yeah. Yeah.
luxuries, the
And with,
luxurious
with Jack
life.
with the Jacksons,
All of
come on,
that.
man.
It's
The Jacksons couldn't be. They come on, Wanda. They couldn't be normal. Everywhere they went, little girls and grown women and people throwing themselves
same
at them. And
thing.
you
It's the
can't go
same
nowhere.
thing. It's the same thing.
I think only because the Jacksons, their kids were making that the parents have money.
Yeah.
The parents had money.
Exactly. But what
Right,
I'm
but they
saying
still
is,
were child stars,
yeah,
and so the
but they
fact that
couldn't go nowhere.
they couldn't go outside after school, they had to
Exactly.
rehearse.
So how can
That's why the
no?
man
They
had
can't.
Neverland
They
at
can't.
50.
They couldn't go outside because anywhere they go, they get a crowd of people
No,
bombarding them.
they couldn't go outside because
Yeah.
Joe Jackson had them rehearsing, dude.
But
They
what would
couldn't
happen
go
if they
outside.
went outside, Fly
It
Guy?
don't matter if
It does
if everybody
matter.
was coming up to them or
Yeah,
not.
it,
Joe Jackson had them rehearsing
but
because
how
they
can
was
you
gonna
be?
make money for Motown and Smokey
But
Robinson.
my point is this, Wanda and Fly Guy. How can you have a normal childhood when you cannot go outside without being mobbed by the people? You can't go to the basketball court. You can't play jumping jacks. You can't play hula hoop. You can't shoot marbles because everybody in the
I
whole daggone
guarantee
neighborhood.
you they could have
Oh,
did that in
Fly
in
Guy.
Gary.
Look, no, they couldn't.
I guarantee
Fly
you
Guy
the Jacksons
outside.
could have did that in Gary.
Hey, look, they'll be like, Fly Guy outside. Let's go get him. He got them glasses on.
Brother,
That's all I'm saying. They couldn't have it. They couldn't have a normal life. Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
point.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Wanda,
I-
because that's the
I
point I
agree
just
with you.
said.
I agree
She's
with
being
you.
pushed out in the forefront at what 13.
Yeah,
So,
and I agree with you.
but
I agree with you. I agree with you.
right, furloughs are affecting families. Now we know that the government shutdown. This government shutdown has gone
It's crazy.
on for a long
It's been
time
what, 3
now.
weeks now?
You talking about a conversation about Beyonce and Blue Ivy? I think people would rather have that conversation at length than the furloughs and the government be shut down.
Yeah, well,
So
that's why we just gonna
the
mention it and keep
government is shut down, and their furloughs really affecting people. So
going. Yes.
there are a lot of people that are not working. They don't know when they're going to start working. The holiday season is upon us, and there's a conversation out there already as to the speculation of how radical people are going to be in a couple of days on the first of the month.
Yes.
Because what if these people don't get their government assistance? What is
you
that
mean?
going to
What
look
do you
like?
mean? What if they don't? It's already set to stop.
Well, I didn't hear that they wouldn't get it.
Well-
I don't know what it's
Well,
going
you
to
know
look
what?
like.
You know what? So I don't know if you right. So I hear that it's set to stop on the first, but have they made it? Have they declared that? Is it gonna happen?
Well, because I don't know
We
how that
don't
goes
know.
into a cycle. So
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
could have
saying, we don't
already
know.
been in a cycle
Mhm.
for the first. Now, December 1st,
Right.
they definitely may
right.
not get anything.
So yeah, I get what you said. So it'll probably stop on the first, but they'll get that last month.
Right, exactly.
But I don't know if that's true because people been talking about, well, what about the holiday and things like that?
Well, they're not
So-
gonna they
No,
gonna make
but-
an exception during the holiday?
No. I'm saying I don't know if they're going to get money on the first because they were talking about here comes Thanksgiving right behind.
Oh
it.
yeah, right. That's the point. That's part of this discussion. So we're upon the holiday season, as I
Mhm.
stated. So you have Thanksgiving coming up in what 27 days, basically less than actually literally 1 month away.
Yes, exactly.
It's
Well,
Thanksgiving.
A day less than a month.
Okay. So we got 31 days to Thanksgiving, people.
Mhm.
And then you got another 25 days or a month to Christmas.
Mhm.
So that family that's out there struggling, I mean, if you haven't saved anything or set anything aside, then it's really going to be a hiccup and a challenge for families to make provisions for the holidays. We know our kids look forward to the holidays. You want that bike, you want that dollhouse, you want that PlayStation 5, that
Mhm.
PS2, whatever it is. Our kids want it. Our kids go to school and we promote positive education. So they're
Yeah.
getting good grades
Right.
so that they get that win, man.
Mhm.
So how does that feel? What is that like? I mean, I just think that that's a crazy space and a place to be in. In 2025, we're sitting here in the middle of a government shutdown. And then you have to look at the why. Why is it a government shutdown? Because they're attacking Medicare.
Yes.
They don't want to pay for medical insurance for people. Premiums are going to skyrocket. So whether you got Aetna, whether you have a Blue Cross Blue Shield, everybody is going to be impacted by this.
Yeah.
And they were so
And
hell bent on extracting affordable health care that they are maliciously calling Obamacare, but it was affordable health care to help people have medical coverage.
And one of their main goals is to make the Democratic Party look bad as well.
But they don't. The Democrats don't look bad because the
No, I'm
Democrat
saying, but this is their
65% of the
this is their
country,
thought process,
right?
what they're doing.
But 65% of the country, if not more, has already declared that this is a Republican issue, that the
Mhm.
Republicans are responsible for the government shutdown.
But
So nobody is blaming the
yeah,
Democrats.
but who's being affected the most by it? The poor and the low income people are being affected the
Well,
most.
some poor and low income
by-
people
by-
voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
you know,
That's
we
true.
got to call it for what it is. A lot of Latino and Hispanic people voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
A lot of those people voted for him, and they didn't believe that he was going to come knocking at their doors. He said this was going to be the biggest deportation in the history of the country,
Yeah.
and that's what it's been.
Yeah.
He said everything that man said he was going to do, he's
doing
done.
it. Yeah, and
So-
and that's the thing. It's one of those things where we have to. There has to be some point when the people have to band together and really look at what's going on. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Where's the humanity? And you have to step up. But people aren't doing that, and people are actually. It's almost like they're turning the other cheek, or not only that, they're applauding or pushing the agenda.
Mhm.
And the agenda is affecting so many people. And this government shutdown has just been crazy. I can't believe that it's been this long. It's still going on, but it's something that we have to overcome, and we have to understand and know that we've gotten through worse things than this, but we have to keep going.
So how do you overcome it? You got 4 kids at home and you furloughed. How do you overcome this?
No, I'm talking about when I say overcome, I'm saying we have to figure a way as a people to come together. That's whether we have to vote the right person in, the right people in, and whatever we can do to make a change.
I don't mean to sound unsympathetic to it, but I'm not surprised that it's happening.
I'm not
And
surprised.
when people had the option to do exactly what you said
I get
about
that,
voting,
but
they
every-
chose to vote for a
Yeah.
white man because
But
they
what about the
felt
people
like
that
there was
didn't?
strength.
We got
No,
people
I'm
that
not
didn't.
talking to the people that didn't.
That's all I'm
I'm not
saying.
talking to the people
No, I
that
know
did.
what you're saying.
So if the shoe fits, you wear it.
Right.
So
So that's
when
where
you
my
had the
sympathy lies.
opportunity to vote and you voted for a white man because you felt like he was the strength between the two, when we heard that black men were stating, you're not going to tell me who to vote for, and I'm going to vote how I want to vote,
Mhm.
and all of these different things came up during the campaign
Mhm.
of the election.
Yeah.
And then you messed around and you let this man get in, and now everybody's scrambling.
Yeah.
Now you leading a No Kings March.
And
Now you're in a protest. Now you
Right.
want to tell people don't shop at Target and all of these places because the DEI.
yeah.
Everybody should have voted and aired. And I'm not telling anybody who to vote for,
Mhm.
but you vote your conscience.
And let's not get it twisted. It don't matter what color the man is. It don't matter if you're white, black, brown, Czechoslovakian. It don't matter. It's not about that. It's about what the people stand for and what
Exactly.
they're doing.
Somebody
for
telling you
what
they
they're
gonna
doing
extract
for-
you out of here
exactly.
and you go vote for
That's
them.
what it don't have nothing to do
Then
with
you
the skin
surprised
color.
that they knocking at your door. Now the ICE people chasing people down the street. Now the National Guard is in cities with black leadership.
Mhm.
All of that is because of the way the vote went. And to top it off, here's the icing on the cake. Your voting right is now questionable because you may not be able to vote in the next election.
And not only
because the voting rights are on actually in a very crunchy situation right about now. Don't think Clarence Thomas, Uncle Tom, is gonna vote your favor. Don't think he gonna vote your favor because they trying to extract black voting rights. He ain't no Mega Evers in the book.
they're trying to change a lot of things, and when they say make America great again, they're not making it great for us. So you have to look at that. But it's
keeping you in your place. That's what they're trying to do. They want to make America great again. Means to keep you in your place.
Well,
it means to keep you without.
Yeah.
The least and the
Yeah.
left out.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep praying and hope that this furlough ends soon and that we can start doing something different because it's been too much. So yeah.
Brother, it is the week of Halloween. What is your favorite trick or treat snack? I couldn't wait to ask you that.
You know what?
What would you used to look forward to getting
You
for
know what it
Halloween?
used to be, and I know that
You
you
used to
old
like that
enough to know
candy
this.
corn.
Man, that candy corn. How you know?
Cause I
Hey,
know you like
my
that corny stuff.
hey man, let me tell you something. Look,
Didn't nobody eat
look,
that. It's
look.
coming in a little bag with the peanuts.
Listen, no, I like the bags that just had the candy corn. Forget the peanuts. But not
Simeon.
only that, but you know what else I used to love? My mama used to get those little popcorn balls.
Oh,
Y'all
I
remember
haven't seen
those?
those in
Oh
years.
man, it's like a little car. It's like a little
It was a white
a
popcorn
white
ball.
popcorn
Yeah.
ball, and it was sweet and salty. And oh my god, I said my mom used to give us those.
Wanda,
I
you look like
love
you don't
those.
remember that.
She does.
You don't remember that?
You don't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. See, I'm so tired of you
Did
and
y'all
Fly.
bob for
You and Fly
apples?
got too bougie for me.
Did you bob for
Yeah.
apples?
Oh yeah, of course. Hey, look. Hey, you know when I learned about
She
bobbing for
said she was throwing up
hey, look.
popcorn. Go
Hey,
ball at somebody.
you know what I loved about bobbing for apples, and anybody that's ever done it, I'm sure you guys know this. Exactly. Well, when you was young, you ain't care.
Black
Hey,
girls can't never get their hair wet. They
I
couldn't
used
go
to,
swimming.
I used to look for the apple that still had the stem on it, and I would hold my breath,
Cheat.
and I would get that stem, yeah.
Cheating.
But then, yes, cheating. It's being
No, that's
smart too.
cheating because you're supposed to grab the apple with your teeth. You're
But
supposed
look,
to open
but
your
look,
mouth, bob
but
for the apple.
when my mama and them got hip to that, we was doing that. They started taking the stems off, and then when I got the courage, I would push the apple all the way down to the bottom to get the pressure at the bottom, and I would bite it and pull it up. Yeah.
I used to bob for apples. Now the church in my neighborhood, they used to have like a little Halloween party and they would give out candy and all of that. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And bobbing for apples was one of the big highlights of the evening because everybody wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You wanted to put your face in the water,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
is true.
You
Everybody
wanted
wants
to
to
have
bob for apples.
fun with that. That was good.
But
But
I
my
got-
favorite treat,
I never forget
a taffy apple.
A taffy apple was good too. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm still a big kid at heart over a taffy apple. My nephew just sold some for school. I bought like 10.
You see, that's that fat boy stuff. Hey, you know when bobbing for apples went wrong for me? I never forget we was bobbing for apples, and one of my cousins had snot just running out of his nose.
You would
He had
share
snot.
something like that.
Look, my cousin
would share
Mickey,
something
he
like
had
that.
snot running down his nose, and that sucker dumped his head in there. I said, I will not be bobbing for any more
I
apples.
told y'all earlier that Simeon was from urban America. Now he talking about his little nasty snot-nosed cousin. Remember the little guy Roscoe on
yes,
Martin?
yes.
That's Simeon's nephew.
I said, man, let me tell you. Look, he was bobbing for them apples, man, and that snot was running down. Like, and then when he came up, he
God
licked, I said,
awful.
oh no, we
God
can't do that.
awful. God awful.
So
Well, call us and tell us what your favorite costume is. Who you going as on Halloween? What was your favorite Halloween trick or treat? 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953.
I want to be Homie the Clown.
Simeon, it is time for the
Homie the
person
Clown.
to person letter for the situationship. If you have a situation that you would like for myself or Simeon to advise you on, you can send your letter to Simeon Henderson #9 @gmail.com. Simeon Henderson #9 @gmail.com. We'll try to get it on the air. We get a lot of letters, a lot of situations there, a lot of circumstances out there. But we thank you for entrusting your situation with us. Here is tonight's Real Talk.
And I read
letter.
it before. I don't even know what to say to this letter.
Greetings, Real Talk. I enjoy your show. Listening each week helps me laugh and release stress. I know you guys are motivators. Well, I need some motivation. I have a serious issue. I am concerned about my career and the future of my children. As you know, there's much uncertainty in the world today. I never thought I would be confronted with my current concerns. I have worked for the government for a significant number of years. I am now furloughed. I have been furloughed before, but things became better and I was able to rebound. This time, I'm not so sure of myself. I am concerned about my ability to care for my children. I have a daughter who just began her first year of college at Howard University. I have a son who is inspired to enter higher education in the next 2 years and become a physician.
Oh,
What should a single parent do? I don't want to have to deny my children a quality education and a fair chance at embarking upon a successful future. I don't want them to have to compromise their dreams and aspirations because of a flawed government system. Real talk, this is very unfortunate. The rich remain rich and the poor can't get ahead. Signed, trying to keep my head above water so that my family won't drown.
yeah.
Okay, Simeon, you are up.
Yeah, I think she need to talk to Ayanna Van Zant for this one.
Uh, really? That's all you got? Is she needs to talk to Ayana Von Zant. What is Ayana Von Zant gonna do? She
Fix
got
my
the
life.
she
No.
got the secret potion. What is she gonna do about the government shutdown?
No, but seriously, this is one of those things. Fly Guy, I really, after reading this, I was stumped because what could I say that can help this lady? But except for
You a motivational
no, no,
speaker.
but
What would you say?
you know,
You give
keep
motivation.
your head up, don't give up, keep the faith, and understand and know that eventually it's going to work out for your good and in your favor. But you have to stay focused and not give up because tough times don't last, tough people do. And it's one of those things where when I was reading your letter, I was just thinking it and my heart went out because I understand that. You know, the kids are in school, you're a single parent, you're trying to keep things in place so that your kids can have the success that they need to be successful in a world that seems to not support us and what we're doing, hence the letter, right? So it's one of those things where we have to just keep stay prayerful and you have to just keep working and know that it's going to work out for your good.
I agree. It will work out. When one door closes, another door
Yes.
opens. And whatever is going on with this situation, this too shall pass.
Yes.
I believe firmly as a man of faith that God will show up and show out in your situation, that your kids won't be without.
Yes.
People have been furloughed and people have been laid off. People have lost jobs, but bills have not gone unpaid. Food has not been left off the table. The necessities have been able to be met.
Mhm.
And so just hold on to your faith, as Simeon said, and believe as you pray that what's to come will be better than what's been. And I guarantee you, the plane will land on your tarmac of success. Your son will become a physician. Your daughter will do whatever her destination is at Howard University. She's following the legacies of some very phenomenal people
Mhm.
there. There are some strong ancestry legacies
Yeah.
that went to Howard University, and the ancestors are watching over you and your family.
Mhm.
And so be encouraged, be empowered, and be inspired
Yeah.
that as you go forward and as you move, ask God to order your steps and direct your path, and He'll lead you through the door that only you could get through, because that door is designed that only you can fit in that space.
That's right.
Be encouraged.
And trust me, we understand and we know about tough times. And it's one of those things where you have to dig deep. And trust me, right now, I'm in a situation where I have to dig deep and I have to stay faithful and focused and I got to trust God. And it's one of those things where when I see things like this, it just reminds me that what we're doing is necessary when we're motivating people and educating people and inspiring people because everybody's going through something, but everybody's not willing to share their story or what or their
Exactly.
missteps
Because it
or what
makes
they're
people
missing.
feel vulnerable.
Right. But you have to understand there are people out here like us that want to give you good advice, that want to help, and that's praying for you, and that's pushing and pulling for you in everything that you want to do, and making sure that those things manifest. So we are in your corner. We're here, and like I said, even if it's just praying, I'm gonna always do that and always try to get some encouraging words. So
Wanda, did you want to offer this mother something? Okay. That's okay. That's okay. So
no,
no,
you
that's
good.
okay.
You
That's
good.
okay. That's okay. We always want to allow Lady Wanda to chime in if she has some feedback or some expertise that she wants to offer our letter writer. So I wanted to give her that opportunity. See, there it is.
And Fly Guy tell you.
Thanks, Wanda. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, she's encouraged.
everybody, you know that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, right? And if you know someone, if you're dealing with or know someone dealing with domestic violence, you can call 800-799-7233. And to start, um, for the abuse or the abuser. And not only that, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So let's continue to uplift people and keep them uplifted, because this going through these things, whether it's cancer, whether it's abuse, these are things that can be a lot on they are a lot on a person. So you have to understand and know that people need your help. They need your empathy, not sympathy. They need your empathy, they need your help, they need your support. And they have to know that there is somebody out there or people out there that can understand and listen and believe what's going on and help them get the help that they need. So that's something that you have to do. And that number for domestic violence awareness is 800-799-7233. And if you want to learn anything else about cancer awareness, breast cancer awareness, you can hit us up and we can give you some information on that as well.
Thank you, Simeon. That was awesome. Domestic violence it's a serious
Man.
issue.
It's
And British Broadcasting Corporation has heard from none other than the first black VP herself. She says she's not done. Kamala Harris may run for president again. So, First Lady said in an interview that she may run for the White House once again. She wants her grandnieces in their lifetime to see a female president. And of course, she wants that female president to be her. She told the BBC that the BBC is the British Broadcast
Yes.
Corporation. So she did an international interview and she's touring, she's promoting her book, 107 Days. And the book is doing well, as you probably know. And so she's talking about what her goals are. Now, when she was asked if she would consider another run, she said that was at the top of her job list. She said that she had not made a concrete decision yet, but she still sees herself as having a future in politics. She said, "I am not done. I have lived my entire career as with a life of service, and it's in my bones." She said, responding to odds that place her as an outsider to win on the Democratic ticket, even behind, this is an interesting name. Now, she's an outsider on the Democratic ticket, but she was the first black vice president. She's run for president. And now they're saying she's behind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which goes back to me saying, I'm telling you what the news says, which goes back to me saying that we see a man as the pillar of strength in this country and not the qualifications of a woman as a leader.
Why?
So has this country evolved?
Why are we looking at
a whole nother conversation?
Why are we looking
Stephen A. Smith said he running for president.
Why are we looking at The Rock to be the president? Why?
If The Rock is interested in running, he can run.
If you
look
smell what the government is cooking.
Look at the occupant in the Oval Office now.
I know you're right.
So
I'm just saying, but
now people are feeling like they can throw their name in the hat.
I'm gonna throw my name in the hat.
You should. You should.
I bet you I get.
I want to see how many votes you get. I just want to see how many votes you get.
I bet I get a lot of votes.
Besides me and Wanda and Earl, I just want to see how many people gonna vote for you.
I'm gonna get some votes. Don't do that. Don't do
if
that,
you would vote for Simeon Henderson, call 708-223-8953. If you would vote for Simeon Henderson for the occupant of the Oval Office in the White House, you think they did a demolition for the Grand Ballroom. I can't wait to see the I can't see the we the 4th of July party that he gonna have with his snotty nosed cousin, and they bob for apples next Halloween.
If you will vote President Trump in, I know I'm getting at least 1,000 votes. At least.
Oh my God.
That's on the low end. I ran for the district council and I got 3,000 votes, and I had never ran for anything in my life, and that was just in one little district. So I know
There's a
worldwide.
chance.
They're gonna be like, "Oh man, that's the dude from the movies and all this stuff from Tyrant and
I want to
and-
hear what the people from
and God's
Wichita,
Purpose and all
Wyoming
that stuff.
say. What do you think the people from Wichita, Wyoming gonna say where the
gonna
coal mines are?
They're gonna say, "Let's get her near a chance. Let's give him a chance. We're gonna see what he can
Oh
do."
my God.
He look like he look like he know what to do.
But yes, people, you could potentially see,
Right? Is that yay? He look a little like yay.
you could potentially see former Vice President Kamala Harris' name on the ballot in 2028. But my next question becomes, will black people be able to vote? Because we
Man,
might
look.
not, if our voting rights have been
Hey,
extracted,
We might be in
we
the
might
cornfields again.
right. We might not we might be able to work the poll, but not vote at the poll.
Man, look. You ain't gonna even be able to go.
That's
you ain't
gonna be a
work.
sad state of affairs. And then you're gonna see people coming out the woodworks. Now, everybody that didn't vote, all the millennials, I ain't voting. Will we vote? My vote don't count. All of them people gonna want to vote when they say they can't vote. Then they gonna really protest and want to march.
Yeah.
Guess who ain't marching? I ain't marching nowhere. I ain't one beat, one band, one sound. I ain't in the band. I ain't in that band. Because you should have voted right the first time. That's the part right there. But Simbo, talk to us about sports. There's been a lot going on in
man.
sports, dude.
First of all,
Your dudes jail time, all
Wait,
kind of stuff
man,
going on, dude.
Look, let me find my notes on the jail time.
Gambling
don't-
indictments.
I don't want to talk about this,
All
people, but I'm
kind
gonna
of
mention
sports.
it because
Gambling indictments.
look, and not only that,
7, big
la-
6.
look, the latest in the news, Paul Pierce just got arrested for a DUI.
You surprised?
Man, I'm not surprised, but I'm saying why we gotta keep on doing this, right?
Because they're
And-
kids. They need to grow up.
Man,
We
look,
talked about kids at the top
So
of the
look,
show. Remember, that's why
let's-
when you remember when you're a child star and you got all of this
yeah,
wealth
yeah,
growing
yeah.
at you, when
Yes.
do you grow up?
Yeah.
So now you're a 40-some-year-old man being arrested because you sleep in your car.
Oh,
But you
man.
tell your story, brother.
Well, let's start with the NBA. They're reviewing the injury reporting in light of the FBI illegal gambling probe. Okay. So the NBA is reviewing its rules for how teams report injuries to the public in light of a sweeping federal investigation into illegal betting that resulted in the arrest of 3 current or former NBA coaches and players. Now, the memo highlighted legal or regulatory procedures which would either come from the government or perhaps the sports books, which partner with the NBA. So we're talking about people like Chauncey Billups, and there's a host of people. But let me look at it this way: you're talking about FanDuel and all of these different places where you could vote. I mean, not vote, where you could gamble. I ain't gonna lie, I be putting in $5 parlays on FanDuel and all that. So I need my money back.
But your name isn't, for lack of better words, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Not that
So
LeBron
last-
was involved in
so
any
look-
of this, but you're not a high-profile name in the sports league.
Right. So last week, Damon Jones, a former NBA player and assistant coach who was working privately for LeBron James on the Lakers during the 2022-23 season, was charged with funneling in injury information about star players on the team before it was publicly available so gambling associates could place bets. So that means that if you know that they can't play, then you know they got low odds and things like that. So you can vote in favor to win. You know, if you know LeBron ain't playing in the game, then you know chances are that the Lakers gonna lose. So you go. No, I wouldn't.
Are you sure? You answered too quick.
I she asked a question.
I don't
wouldn't.
think that any of them are ethical. I
I'm-
think they're
no,
all
I don't.
unethical and they lack integrity.
Look, and then they got my man Adrian Peters. Adrian Peters,
Once again, he makes
he-
headlines.
he admitted to boozing at poker game hours before DWI arrest. That's what the cops said. So
Driving while
he-
intoxicated.
exactly. He the officer allegedly in the docks he encountered Peterson asleep at the wheel of a running black Mercedes SUV that was next to some pumps, and he claimed once he woke up that the unconscious ex-Minnesota Viking star he reeked of booze and had bloodshot, glossy eyes and slurred speech. Now,
Okay, so when do we take life serious and realize that we're role models, whether we choose to be or not, and that everybody is seeing this, and we have kids.
yes,
Now he was in the news for beating his child a few years ago,
yeah,
Adrian Peterson.
yeah, he was.
So
But why we got to bring up old stuff?
because he's always making the news. And why we gonna skip over the fact that he beat his child and he made the news for that? Now he a drunk and he making the news for that.
Right, right.
You know,
Yeah.
where's the win?
Yeah.
Is he winning on the field?
Yeah.
Where's he winning?
Nowhere.
Okay, that's the point.
Now let's talk about
make.
we got
I'm
through
trying
the
to
bad.
understand.
We got through
I'm
the
trying
bad
to
stuff.
understand. that's not bad stuff. That's the reality.
We got
Let
through the-
me introduce
No,
Simeon to the name of
it's
this show.
It's reality.
It's real
Excuse
talk.
me.
Those are real
But
situations.
it is bad stuff.
It's not. It's bad stuff
Yeah,
because they're.
I'm saying it's bad.
It's
I'm saying
it's bad.
news.
It's bad. It's bad news, but it's their
Yeah.
life. It's their reality.
I'm not saying it's not reality. I'm saying now that we're past the bad news, now let's get to some good news in sports.
What's the good news?
I think
that the
that is
Lions
valid.
are beating everybody.
Now that did the Lions win?
The Lions had a bad week.
Exactly.
So, but they're
before
still beating everybody.
Before they had that bad week, they got beat.
No, they did.
Yeah, they did. They lost the week before. I told you that we talked about it.
The Lions are. I don't care if they did lose. They won in my eye. I don't care what the score said.
Oh man,
They are winners, baby.
So here we go. So we're in the 2025 season, y'all, and the NFL is already seeing some wild stories. For example, in week 2, the Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants in overtime, right? But the the Dallas Cowboys just lost by 20, I think 20 points, 44-24 or something like that.
Are you shocked?
It's just crazy. But not only
the
that,
Bears won.
the Bears lost. The Bears got blew out by the Ravens. You know, and the Philadelphia Eagles won again. The Chiefs won again. So it's one of those things where it's going. But here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have been watching the World Series. Have you been watching the World Series?
No, I have not.
The World Series, boy, last night had to be one of the best games I've ever seen. It went 18 innings. And yes, 18 innings. So game 3 went 18 innings, extreme endurance, pressure, clutch play. And Ohtani's performance in the game was historic. He had home runs. He was pitching. I mean, he was doing it all. That's Ohtani. And then, but Freeman, he had a walk-off home run to end the game. It went 18 innings. Do you know how many innings are in the baseball game?
9.
9.
So it went an extra 9 innings.
They played
They
2
played
games.
2 games. That's a doubleheader.
But man, look, a doubleheader. But it was just awesome because it was a great game, and kudos to them, man. It was a great game, and I just want to give a big shout out to, while we're talking about sports, I want to give a big shout out to my man SGA. SGA has been doing some big things for Oklahoma. They won. They won the championship. He was the MVP of the league, the MVP of the finals, and I got his shoes that are hard to get. Y'all know I'm a sneakerhead. So these are the SGAs. Check them out.
So those are nice.
They nice, right?
These are nice.
I got
These are nice. These are different. Those are different. These are cool.
I got the black ones and I got the wheat ones, and I gave the blue ones to my nephew.
These are what color is this?
And this is like a wheat. It's like a wheat color.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool,
These
bro.
are dope, right? And they're super comfortable. Okay, that's the SGAs. And then now let me show you guys one more thing. Y'all know I'm a sneakerhead, so we're gonna have to do this every week.
Okay, you're gonna have to rap.
Check these out, right?
Pull your shoe out and rap.
Woo, Charlie! Look at these.
Oh, these are cool.
Louis Vuitton, Travis Scott's.
These are nice.
These are hot.
These are real.
I was gifted these, y'all.
Oh, these are nice.
I was gifted these. So
these are nice.
You know.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Yeah,
This is cool.
Look at it. Check them out. They cool.
I like the
swoosh,
Nike swirl on the
got
side.
the Louis Vuitton on it, and
right?
It's outlined in like silver chrome. Okay, the shoestrings are printed, and the leather has Louis Vuitton all over the leather.
It's embedded in
embedded.
It's embedded in the
embedded
leather.
in the shoe, and then it has the Louis Vuitton logo on the side.
These are cool, Sil.
Yeah.
Now you did well with these.
Yeah, I knew. I said if Fly Guy like any shoes I ever had, he would got the Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that's
thing.
like.
I said he would like these, and I knew you would like these too.
Yeah, these are cool. These are real cool.
And I got something for you, Fly Guy. So I do. Not some. I there's a lot of them I haven't worn, but I got something for Fly Guy. One thing people don't know, since I've known Fly Guy, he's always called me a champ, right? And as you can see, the new Be Symbolic shirt, it says champ on the front, and it has the Be Symbolic, on the arm. And I got one for Earl ain't here, so he ain't gonna get his. But I got one for Fly Guy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, my
Wanda,
brother.
if I would have known you was gonna be here today, I would have brought you one. But I didn't know you was gonna be here. You be popping in. You be working when you working when you want to. Wanda be working when she want to.
It's always a good time in the winner circle here at Intellectual Radio. This is where the champs, this is the Lions Den, baby. This is where the winners hang out because we got the victory. So my motivation message for you today is know that you are a winner. Know that you are in the end zone. Know that you have crossed the finish line. Know that you are slam dunking in life, and that touchdown was made for you. That ball has your name on it, and guess what? You just scored. Land your plane on the tarmac of success because victory is yours. What God has for you with your name on it is only for you. Love, your Fly Guy.
And I want you to understand one thing, guys. I need you to walk in your power. Walk in your power, have no stress, and speak life and success into every situation that you find yourself in. Because if you don't speak life and success into yourself, it won't happen. People are waiting for you. They're waiting for your greatness, but they're waiting for you to evolve and see who you are and whose you are. And when you come out of it, you will be victorious. I want you to walk in faith, stay faithful and focused, and understand and know that we're praying for you. We want you to pray for us. And as usual, be symbolic, simply your best, because when you're deeply rooted, it will stimulate your growth. Be a champ, guys. Appreciate you.
God bless.
Waiting on somebody to get on your level. Waiting on that one that could just switch up the flow. Party every weekend, but still like to smoke out. Here I am.
My brother from another mother. We love you guys. Thank you for keeping up with the real talk.